and welcome to Learn to Real Estate. My name is Scott Buitta, and today we're going to be setting up episode 5. All right, and we're going to be around page 30 of the Modern Real Estate Practices by Dearborn. Okay, and these are all under the federal information in real estate. Okay, they're not state specific. But today we're going to talk about the types of laws affecting real estate. Okay, and I have a list of the types of laws that affect real estate. We have a contract law, which I'll be going over what a legal contract is about. We have general property laws, which pertain to ownership. Agency law, which has to do with the fiduciary relationship and trust. Real estate license law, which is to protect consumers and regulates licensure. Federal laws, which are your consumer protection, your environmental. Okay. Then we have our tax laws, which are our capital gains, transfer, deductibility. These are not all of them. These are just some examples about tax laws. And then we have land use, which is such commercial, residential, agricultural, manufacturing, and so on. And then we have the zoning laws, which are basically land use regulations. Those hold usually town, city upholds the uses through zoning. Okay? While we're talking about can advise and or create documents, and in the real estate business, you fill out documents, but you don't create new documents unless you're a licensed attorney. And those documents go through processes. Professionals in real estate should be able to recognize a legal problem that may be referred to a licensed attorney to validate or to make sure that things are okay. So again, being involved in real estate under licensure, the Board of Real Estate believes that you should be able to recognize a legal problem. Means the laws are there, you need to understand what those laws are. Not that you have to be an attorney or to be in that, just the basics of what's right, what's wrong in regards to recognizing a legal problem. Does something sound not right? But since you're not advising, you don't have to worry about anything. Everything about real estate is what you know. No legal advice shall be given unless licensed as an attorney. Okay. So again, the types of laws affecting real estate: contract law, general property law, agency law, real estate, license law, federal laws, tax laws, land use, zoning laws. Okay. We talked about attorney stuff. No tax advice, no legal advice. A legal contract. What is a legal contract made of? It has to have an offer. You have to have an acceptance to that offer. Both parties have to be competent. There's a list of things that show competence. One is an age, typically an age. Consideration does not necessarily mean money. It could be any form of value. So there has to be a value exchange. Has to have legal purpose. Should be documented. Video, written, it's typically written. Witnessed, because there is a thing about verbal. But there also has to be documentation. There has to be a clear description. There has to be signatures by the principal, and the principal being the buyer and seller. Offeror, offeree, giver, givee. Okay. I have a little quiz here. What is real estate? Interesting. So, are trees real estate? No. If you cut them down, they become personal property. But yes, if go in the backyard and you look at a tree at a property that you're looking at, it's part of the property. Air rights, part of the property. It's a given right when you have own a piece of property. You have some restrictions on how high you can build, which goes under the zoning. But your air rights are part of the property. In-ground pool. In-ground pool is built in. It's part of the property. It makes the property unique. Mailbox. Mailbox has a specific reason to be there, and is typically looked at as something that will stay. A spotlight, all depending on how it's wired. Hardwired, built into the structure, which is built into the ground. That's part of the real estate. That's a fixture. Firewood. Some people think should be similar to a tree. Well, it is made out of a tree, but it's not attached to the land. So firewood's a personal item. You can negotiate that stay, again in writing, but it is considered a personal item. A paved driveway. I don't think people are going to start tearing up the driveway and take it with them, but the paved driveway, again, is a unique add-on built into the property. So that's a part of the real estate. Tool shed on blocks. Now, again, you see a small structure, a tool shed. Sometimes they're attached to the earth. So you have to verify whether it's on blocks, and if it is on blocks and it is movable, it has to be negotiated whether that item stays, since it is a personal item, or it's going. If it's put on a slab and it's wrenched down, it's part of real estate. The crushed stone that's on a driveway, it's not attached, but it's made specific for the property. Its purpose is to be the driveway. So it is part of the real estate. An election sign. That's, first of all, a temporary item. Yeah, it's in the ground. But its purpose is a temporary item. So that's not real estate. A fence is considered real estate unless it's severed, and then it's personal property. Trash barrels. You know, you go out, you see all the trash barrels. You see a trash barrel area, you know, a little built-in where you put your trash barrels. Those trash barrels aren't attached. They go with the seller unless it's in writing that they stay in their little cubby that was made specifically for those barrels. Those barrels are still not attached. Personal property. And the last thing we have a groundhog that's living in the backyard. Is that part of the real estate? No. Groundhog is not. Groundhog is a little personal guy running around. Made a hole in your yard. Is that hole real estate? I don't think so. It's a hole in the ground. I don't know if holes are again part of that makeup. That hole is yes part of real estate. The groundhog that lives under your yard is not. And that's it. That's again going over the legal contract. We have an offer, acceptance, competent parties, consideration, which doesn't have to be money, legal purpose, documented, has a description, clear description, signatures, and the principal being the buyer and seller. Okay, and those will be on the test. And that does it for this video 005. And again, around page 30 on the modern real estate practices. And I thank you very much for joining us. And please leave a comment. And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Thank you.